time to help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Picture this. It's perfect out.
Ad
but you're
after
staying
ad
in.
after ad.
Because with the right...
A sex worker getting those cheeks clapped for $1,000 a night, but now she's homeless. I kind of wonder why.
Why?
First of all, there were some definite red flags in her interview. There were some definitely red flags.
How long have you been in this? I guess. How long have you been in Atlanta or coming up here to Atlanta?
For like a year, but I was on probation, so.
Okay, so you was handling some business. What was you on probation for up here?
Prostitution.
A battery.
You was beating somebody up?
I defended myself, but I pled guilty just to...
All right, so how did we get to this point? How did we get to the point to where, the dads had to be taking care of the kids and you're kind of just this free spirit just roaming around? Like, how did we get to that point?
Well, I do have mental issues, and I was in and out of jail. So
What was like the longest stint that you did?
Damn, get the mic
A
together.
year, but see, I did a year consecutive, but then I kept going for like months and 3 months.
What was the year for?
20 charges. Like
20? You got 20 charges? Well, what's the worst one?
I would say, the 2 batteries on a Leo.
This is crazy.
I think that was the worst.
So you just be like fighting and just getting into stuff?
Well, no. They called the police on me, and
She has a history of being bipolar, some mental disabilities there. But hey, she looks regular. She looks pretty to me. But then when she said that she got arrested for doing this, it was all over.
what type of stuff do I do? I ran into somebody's house. I got charged with that. I ran into a laundromat. I got charged with that. With my car.
You mean with your
drove
car?
into-
You drove into somebody's house?
Yes, and drove into a business.
What? Oh, you crazy for real? For what?
Because I was in love and they hurt my feelings. Just don't hurt my feelings.
Oh,
People gotta be...
So Marcus from Atlanta Street Interviews is going to ask her, how many kids does she have? And by how many men?
5 for 5.
I got 5 kids.
5 kids? 5 kids where? What you got? You got 5 kids. You tiny. Okay, so you got 5 kids. How old is the oldest? How young is the youngest?
My oldest is 17 and my youngest is 9.
9? Okay. Same dad or different dads?
Different days.
Okay. 5 or less? 5 different dads?
Yeah, they all got their own
Different
personal
dad? Their own personal dad? Okay.
5 for 5.
I guess, what are your thoughts on that, right? Like, when you say that, are you like a little bit ashamed to say that? Or like, what are your thoughts when you say that?
No, it's just that at the time, like every time I was pregnant, I would crave another man. So that's when the other dads came.
As you guys heard, each different time she desired a new man. And guess what? All 5 of her kids live with their dad.
This is wild. Wild. 5 for 5.
The definition of a deadbeat mom. But still, she was out there getting those cheeks clapped and making more babies.
Crazy.
Now let's get back to the overall story. She started doing sex work to earn some money. She tried to strip, and that wasn't really doing what she needed, so she was selling her body. Well, how much was she getting to do that?
Well, okay, so I mean, like, on any given day, how many guys would you deal with?
I can't even count. But usually it wasn't always different guys. I used to keep
Have
certain
regulars
guys
and
as
stuff.
regulars.
Okay, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, how much would they be giving you for like dealing with you? Like
one day.
Uh-huh.
Like it depends on who it is, on what they have. Like if somebody picks me up in a BMW and you know that shit is in 2024, I'm gonna get my money.
how much?
But let me see. Well, the white guy, oh my God, this is
Because I have a nice car, so like, so you're saying if I pull up in a nice car,
no.
like you're gonna be like 500 or
No,
something like
it
This
that.
is
depends on what you're
crazy.
doing. Like it's like anal sex, front sex, head,
So which one is more?
anal sex.
And so how much would you Like,
charge for
yeah.
that? So like 800 to 1,000, and it depends on the man's size.
So if he was bigger, it'd be more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was getting sometimes $800 or $1,000. She's getting
Just for anal. This is crazy.
a lot of money to do that.
Crazy.
And guess what? She don't have any of that money now. Want to know why? Well, part of it is because she had
Stupid ass ads.
bipolar and all these other medical conditions going on. She needs a lot of personal help and therapy. And then just that she's unstable, still at 35. And you know what? This lady has bipolar and depression. Even the drugs don't even work, she said in the interview. But this is the lifestyle that a lot of ladies who go down this road can expect. She's 35 years old. She still looks good at 35. She's just not 21. And when you're 35 and somebody is 21, well, guess what? Most dudes that have that kind of money would most likely spend that money
On
with
a
somebody that is
21-year-old.
21 or
21.
22 or 23. It's just kind of how the world works. You're in Atlanta where there's a lot of ladies out there that can do that. They're coming from all parts of the world, and you're still not stable because you haven't gotten your life together. You only have so much time that you can IG model or OnlyFans model, and then once your bad behavior catches up with your looks, then that's when it all goes downhill. You see, women, when they're very, very beautiful and they're very young, they can overcome that. And she's still very beautiful and she's still relatively young. It's just that other people
She not
are
young in that
beautiful
line of
also,
work.
and then they're younger.
She not young in that
So
line
it's
of
now
work.
kind of more or less their time to shine.
So
Just
I don't
like
know what
Kevin
we
Durant,
talking
he's
about.
still a great basketball player. He's still a great athlete. He's just not a 25-year-old athlete in the NBA. And so at certain points, he can't beat people based off of athletics anymore.
What you think,
He has
Batman?
to beat people off of skill and knowledge of the game.
Bruce.
And that's how women should also be, or even men. Hey, when you get older and your looks and your body isn't the same, you have to beat people based on, in the dating game, if you're a man, your resources,
Crazy.
how you treat people, and how to
Crazy.
process yourself out of bad situations. Being mature about things. That's where you actually get to the next level. But in her case, it seems like she still hasn't learned her problems. And guess what? What you used to charge for $1,000, you might end up charging for $50. That's just what it is. And that's the case. That's the reality. The price just goes down because you
You're
haven't thought
older.
about anything else you can offer besides the fact that, hey, you're pretty. And it's always going to be somebody more prettier than you. So guys, what do you
Yeah,
think? It's
that's
your boy, LC
crazy.
Jackson, back at it again.
What y'all think about that? That's crazy. I don't know. That is insane to me.